Hello, hi.
Hello. Hi.
Thank you for your participation on the forum. So today we would like to share a knowledge about the role of occupational safety and health, legal requirement in business management for a specific industry through this SIAHMAH. Firstly, who is me? Can others member introduce yourself?
My name is AQILA binti AZHAR.
My name is Sin.
And my name is WHANG.
Okay, thank you members. Okay, occupational safety and health including compliance with OSHE requirement under national legislation and regulation and practice is the responsible and duty of the employer. The employer should demonstrate strong leadership and commitment to the OSH activity of the organization and make appropriate arrangement for the and establish the occupational and help in business management. This is the main element of the policy, organization, planning and implementation, assessment and improvement activity. Now, I would like to ask Aqila Azhar, can you explain about role in policy and organization?
Okay, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Occupational safety and health is a written document in terms of policy which is express the organization commitment to employee health, safety and well-being. It's a foundation for the effort taken to provide a suitable working environment. The policy also should influence all the activities, including the selection of people, equipment, material, and the way what is done and how you design the and provide good on service. Then for organizing, the employee has to clear define responsibilities, accountability, authority for the occupational safety and health in business planning. For your information, every member of the organization should understand their respective responsibility, authority, and accountability for occupational safety and health issues. The organization also should ensure the every employee is accountable for their health and also for their co-employee. It also need to consider incorporating this accountability into job description where they exist and make a point of reviewing it during performance appraisal. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Aqila. So, uh, they have another three. In terms of planning and implementation, how about you, Kaisin?
Okay. Yes, I'm here. So for the planning and implementation, in order to achieve the safety and health objective, the organization should be prepared their occupation health and safety plan. Such plan can be served as a roadmap. The plan should be identified and elaborate and sorry.
You may proceed.
Okay, the plan should identify and allocate the responsibility and authority to deliver the occupation safe health objective at each relevant level. It will tell the organization what has to be done, when it has to be done, who is responsible that, and what to wait, what to achieve. It should also identify the task to be completed, allocate the time scale to meet the relevant objective of the resources such as financial, human, equipment, and logistics to each task. That is all from me.
Oh, so So that planning and implementation. Thank you again. We have another two OSH legal requirement in business management, which is assessment and improvement. So I pass to Mr. Lilo.
Yes, I would like to explain the assessment first. For the assessment, the employer shall identify, measure, assess, and control risks. For the hazard identification, is the process of identifying hazard in the workplace or for a work procedure. For the risk assessment, it involves the estimation and evaluation of risk level, taking into account on the existing control. So the last one is risk control. For the risk control, appropriate risk control should be established and implemented according to the level of risks identified. So for the improvement, the organization should have effective procedure for preventive and corrective action resulting for occupational safety and health in business management performance, monitoring and measurement, audits and management review. So preventive actions are actions takes to eliminate the underlying cause of the potential non-conformity and potential and undesirable situation in order to prevent occurrence. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lo. So now we proceed to occupational safety and health regulation. So the relevant law specifically related to industry in industry are the OSHE, which is Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, and the Factories Machinery Act 1997, which has been implemented under the Ministry of Human Resources by the Department of Occupational Safety and Health, DOSH. The Department of Safety and Health is the government agency that is primarily responsible for the administration, management, implementation of occupational safety and health legislation, which seeks to promote OSH in all workplace and ensure that all jobs and activities are secure and healthy for the workers. The department is in charge for ensuring of protection, health and social welfare of workers and of protecting others employees and the public against the safety and health. So they have many activities such as catering, construction, hotel and restaurant, agriculture, transport, and many others. So how about pricing national safety and health in 1994? Hello?
Okay, if the Occupational Safety Health Act 1994, it provides the regulation based off for the promotion, simulation, and encouragement for health protection and health at the work levels. So it also called the Law 514 provide the straightforward declaration that the responsibility for occupational safety and health at the workplace are shared between the employees and employers, since the employers are the one who provide the working environment which gives risk to hazard at the work, and the workers are one who have to work with the hazard. So the self-regulation approach allowed the employer to develop an effective safety organization and effectiveness through self-regulation scheme designed to the accommodate the sector or the organization. Consultation must therefore be held by the employer and any topic related to the safety and safe at the work, and a cooperation between the employee and staff must be developed to safeguard and enhance safety and health quality at the work. So, Akila, may you please explain about the aim of the art?
Okay, thank you. Okay, for your information, the first one is the aim of this act is to secure the safety, health, and welfare of person at work against risk to safety or health arising out of the activity of person at work. Second one, to protect person at a place of work other than person at work against risk to safety or arising out of the activity of person of work. Then to promote a occupational environment for person at work which is adapted to their psychology and their needs. Then to provide the mean whereby to associated occupational safety and health legislation may be progressively rejected by a system of regulation and approval by industry code of practice operating in combination um, with the provision of this act designed to maintain or improve the standard of safety and health. I think that's the aim of this act. Thank you. Then
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Wow, it has been a great sharing for our members. How about we continue the discussion?
Sure,
Uh,
sure.
okay.
See, general duties in occupational safety is general duty of employees and self-employed persons, general duty for design, manufacture and supplier, and general duty of employer. Can Mr. Low sharing to us about these three general duties?
Okay. Thank you. For the general duties, there are total three general duties in the Occupational Safety and Health Act 19 and 94. And each general duties consists of 4 to 5 sections. So for the first general duties, is about general duties of employer and self-employed persons. So the section involved is general duties of employer and self-employment person to their employees. Second section is duty of formula safety and health policy. And the third section is general duties of employers and self-employed person to person other than their employees. And next is duty of an occupier of a place of work to person other than his employees. And the last section is penalty for an office under sections A, B, C, and D. So the second general duties is general duties of designer, manufacturer, and supplier. So in these general duties have 4 sections. So the first section is general duties of manufacturer as regards plans for use at work. So second section is general duties of manufacturers as regards substance for use at work. And the next is penetrate for options under sections A and B. So the last general duties is general duties of employees. It involves 4 sections in this general duties. First is general duties of employee at work. Second is duty not to interference with the misuse things provided pursuant to certain provision. So the next one is duty not to charge employer for things done or provided. And the last one is discrimination against employees. Thank you.
Hello. How we may anyone give the regulation and order under occupational safety and health at 94?
Okay, I can give. So for the regulation and order made under the R in the occupational safety and health, they have a lot of the art, which is the employee safety and health general policy statement, exception regulation in 1995, and control the industry major accident hazard regulation in 1996. The third one is Safe and Health Committee regulation in 1996. The last one is healthy and health safety and health officer regulation in 1970.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome.
So maybe another occupational safety and health in prohibition of use of a substance regulation 1999. And we have reduced the standard of exposure of chemical hazard to healthy regulation in year 2000. Then we have occupational poison and occupational disease regulation in 2004. Then that's all. Then we go to the next. Then we like to talk about the factory emission at 1997. So Akila, maybe you can explain to us.
Pardon, I'm not hearing you. May you repeat again?
Can you explain about the factory emission at 67? Hello?
Uh, okay.
Can you-
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, now,
Another important. May I speak?
yes, yeah, sure.
Another important legislation enforced by the Department of Occupational Safety and Health is the Factor of Machinery Act, which is 1967, which was enacted to supersede the 1953 Machinery Ordinance of the State of Malaya. There was 16 regulation overall promulgated under the Act, which is in force until today to provide the control of factories concerning matters relating to the safety, health and welfare of persons. This regulation and inspection of machinery and to matters related therefore. Other than that, the FMA 1967 was amended in 2006 and gazetted on 14 September 2006 and implemented on 1st January 2000. The rationale for amending the FMA 1967 was to provide for the granting the authority to the minister in order to license individual or companies engaged in activities under the Act. Other than that, to update, improve and clarify value provision, then to ensure that the provision of the Act are relevant or not to the current development and to facilitate the enforcement of the law, and to increase the effectiveness of the provision of the Act. Mm, then also this Act also to provide the control of factories with respect to matter relating to the safety, health, welfare of the person, like I mentioned before. Okay, then the registration of inspection of machinery and for matter they're connected. I think that's all. Maybe someone can explain about the Act contain the following regulation.
Okay. So for the regulation, they have 16 regulation, which is factory and machinery in steam boiler and fire pressure vessel in 2005. Then we have electric passenger and good lift in 1970. Then we have fencing of machinery and safety regulation 1970. Person in charge regulation, safety, health and welfare, administration. This all factory and machinery in 1970. Then we have more. Anyone know?
Okay. For the Factory and Machines Act, what's 1967, it can divide into 6 parts, and each part consists of different content. The first, part is preliminary, and second is safety and health. Safety, health, and welfare. Third is person in charge and certificates of competence. And next is notification of accidents, dangerous occurrence, and dangerous disease. And the fifth is notice of occupation of factories and registration and use of machinery. So the last part is general. Okay, thank you.
So, I can add more. Yeah, maybe in part one, preliminary, we talk about the factory, interpretation of factory, appointment of supervisor. Part two, safety, health and welfare, talk about the provision against fire, example, construction of machinery, dangerous part in machinery. Then for part three, person in charge and certificate of competency, uh, Example like chief inspector may make order in circumstance, young persons, certain machine not to be operate without certificate. AQILA, you can continue.
Yes.
Part 4.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for. Sorry, maybe the internet is lag.
It's okay. You can continue.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, yeah.
Okay. Under Part 4, which is notification of accident, dangerous occurrence, and dangerous disease. Under this, the employer must notify the nearest inspector of accident and disease. Accident, which is loss of life, injury to which is tend to injury to a person who lost more than 4 days' work, lost time injury, serious damage to machinery or property in section 31. Then inspector may investigate accident and dangerous occurrence and hold inquiries into more serious cases. Under Part 5, which is notice of occupation of factory and registration use of machinery. Under this, can the department will notify of the Department of Occupational Safety and Health will notify within 3 months of the intended start. Then building operation must be notified if lasts more than 6 weeks. Or works by building operation or works of engineering construction. For Part 6, which is general, Chief Inspector by Chief Inspector power, general penalty around 2,000 ringgit Malaysia, and certain section which is 5,000 ringgit Malaysia. Then power to modify agreement, such as for example, owner may apply to the High Court for the term of the agreement to set aside or modify. Then medical supervisor, such as case of illness have to be occurred, which is he has a reason to be believed may be due to the nature of process or be condition of work. Also can be risk of injury the health of person employee in any process, or the person below the age of 18 years or about to be employed in work which is may cause risk of injury of health. I think that's all.
So, any have
Uh,
sharing?
no, I think for now no.
Okay, Angkaisi, do you hello, do you have any sharing?
Don't have.
Mr. No?
Yes, I also don't have anything to share.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so thank you for all for being taking time to listen to what we sharing. So I wish all of you have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. That's all.
Thank you.